My name is Kieran and today I'm going to take you on a 30-minute upper body workout. All you're going to need is 2 sets of dumbbells. You're going to need a medium set, something that you can kind of press above your head, and a slightly lighter set for side raises. I'd also recommend grab yourself either a chair, a bench or a sofa, just so it makes the exercising a little bit easier so we can set ourselves in a nice stable position. So all you're going to need, 2 sets of dumbbells and a bench or a sofa. Let's get cracking. So the warm-up is going to be a few exercises. We're just going to do 30 seconds on each exercise. So the first one is star jumps, hands above heads. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So remember, it is a warm-up. Do not go fast. Do not go super fast. Just take your time. The idea is to get our heart rate up, get the blood pumping in towards the muscles, and getting our head switched on. Like I said, this workout today, all you need, 2 sets of dumbbells. Okay, next exercise, we're going to go walkouts. So walking on your hands, coming down, driving your hips in towards the floor, allowing your lower back to round, come back and above your head. Good, back in again, take your time. Walking out, coming down, driving, locking your arms, allow your lower back to round, good. Get them stretched and then come back up. Back down again. Down, push, good, sit in that position, and then back up. Good, back in again. Down, push, hold that position there. Back up. We'll do 1 more of these, and then we've got pull throughs. So pull throughs, we're gonna do 30 seconds on each side. Okay, you guys do those walkouts 1 more time. I'm going to demonstrate a pull through. So, neutral position, take 1 arm, come all the way across, get a stretch, come back up. 3, 2, 1, and pull throughs. So the idea is to try and get our hand and our head underneath the opposite arm, getting a good stretch in the lat, come back to center. Underneath again, getting a good stretch, come back up. We're going to do 30 seconds on one side, and then we'll do 30 seconds on the other side. Okay, we'll do 1 more on this side before we swap over. Cool, right, swap sides. So again, try and get that head underneath, get that stretch in the lat. Should get a nice stretch in here. Coming across, get a good stretch, come back up. Get a good stretch across, then back up. Get a good, deep stretch. Back up. 1 more for me. Good. Okay, next one we're going to do is chest flies. So we're going to try and go in lots of different positions, and maybe 1 up, 1 down, maybe both down. Up to you. Mix it up. Just trying to get that pectoral muscle nice and firing. Again, nice big chest flies. Imagine you're trying to hug someone and try and get a good stretch. The idea is we're coming back into it, opening up our chest. So keep that going. Next exercise is angry cat. So we're going to go into a neutral position. We're going to bring our chest to the ceiling, allow our back to round before we come down and flatten it. Okay, so come up, get your upper back to round, and then we're going to come down and squeeze. You might get a few little cracks in your back. It's perfectly normal. And squeeze. Back up again. Squeeze. Go back up again. And squeeze. Next up, we've got teddy bear rolls, one of my personal favourites. So, feet nice and wide, hands by the side for balance. We're going to come back. We're going to come up and try and reach forward for me. So this is great for your lower back and also your hamstrings. Good, come back again. Don't go too far back where you can't get yourself back up. But again, reaching forward. Show it from a side angle. Make sure not to hit the, hit the bench, you see what I mean? Okay, the last one is shoulder depressions. So starting position here. Keep your arms locked. We're going to squeeze our shoulder blades together and then let them relax. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and relax. So imagine you've got an apple in between your shoulder blades. You're trying to create some apple juice. So squeeze the apples, squeeze your shoulders as hard as you can, and then relax. Push your arms down, squeeze your shoulders and back up. One more for me, down, squeeze the shoulders and relax there. We're gonna take a 1 minute rest and then we're gonna get into it. So like I said, you're gonna need 2 sets of dumbbells. One slightly lighter for one exercise, but the rest of them, we're all gonna keep it there. So, first exercise is a glute bridge incline press. The reason why I said glute bridge is it might help a few of you when you're doing it. So the idea is to get the dumbbells up. We're going to drive our hips up. This is going to create an incline, and then we're going to come down with the dumbbells and back up, down and back up. So we're going to do 4 rounds today, and in each round there's going to be 5 exercises, and then we're just going to do 10 reps of each one. So let's get these dumbbells on our legs to start off with. What we're going to do is kick back in this starting position, drive the hips up. Let's go. So 10 chest press, sorry. So come down, pause, push back up. Again with this one, just making sure we spend at least 2 seconds at the bottom. Come down, 3. It's not about going fast, slow and controlled, taking your time. Eventually you can increase the weight over time, getting that little bit stronger. And remember, what you start off with will get easier over time as long as you're consistent and you're always looking at progressing and get that better. 3 to go. So always look at trying to improve every couple of weeks and lift a little bit more. 1 more for me, come all the way down and back up. Good stuff. Okay, next exercise is we're going to do single arm row. We're going to do the weaker side first. So this is going to be my right arm. This is where you're going to need a bench or a sofa or a chair. So what we're going to do, left leg forward, right leg back. Little bend in the knees, push the hips back. I'm going to grab hold of the object, shoulders back. Imagine a night tick. We start forward, so dumbbells in front of us. I'm going to pull back and squeeze. Keep your arm as close as possible. Keep your shoulders back. 10 of these. 2. Again, don't just drop it, control it. You've done the hard work in getting it up. Control. 3. 4, 5, good. 6, keep those arms back, pull with the elbow. 7, 8, pull with the elbow. 9, 1 more. 10, good. A lot of people pull up. We want to come back and really focus on pulling with that elbow. Swap sides, so imagine someone's behind you and you want to give them a little bit of an elbow. Same thing again, right leg forward, left leg back, get your balance, tilt your hips back, dumbbell starts forward, pull back, good, take your time and lowering it. Only doing 10 today, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, really spend a little bit of time at the top. 6, 7, 8, good, take time. 9, 1 more for me. 10. Remember, you're going to find one side stronger than the other, but just make sure you do the same amount of reps as you do on the weak side as you would do on the stronger side. We don't want to create an imbalance. Next is the Z press. Still sticking with the same weight, very tricky this one. Feet up for me, dumbbells up. All we're going to do is in this starting position, push the weight above our head. Remember to use your core. You can see here I'm really having to fight and use my core. Take your time. If you need to use lighter weights, do it. 10 of these, 2. If you need to break them up into small chunks, do it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, 10. Good stuff. Like I said, if you need to split these up in smaller chunk numbers, do. If you need to grab lighter weight, do that. Okay, last exercise in round number 1 is lateral raises. Grab your lighter weights. This aggravates my shoulder, so I'm not going to do it, but I will do it body weight with you. So little bend in the knees, arms can come up at a 45-degree angle and try and focus on getting those pinkies nice and tall, and then come back. Okay, so I'm gonna walk you through it. So lateral raises, come out to the side and back down. When I talk about side, 45-degree angle, come up and back down. It's not to the side here. 45, come up, slowly back down. This is where you need a lighter weight. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more for me, 10, good, I'm relaxed there. Okay, we're gonna go back to that incline chest press for me. So we're gonna get those bums off the floor. And like I said, you can go back, re-watch this video and add a little bit more weight as you get a little bit more confident, a little bit more stronger. So, dumbbells up, kicking it back, hips up, let's go, 10 reps. Pausing at the bottom, drive, 1. Pause at the bottom, 2. Slow and controlled is the way forward. It's not about how fast you go, it's quality over quantity. 4 to go. 3, 2. Last one. And back up, good stuff. Okay, single arm row, weakest side first. We're gonna do 4 rounds of this. And then I've got a fun little bit to finish off with. If you haven't got a bench, like I said, use a chair, use a sofa, use any object that you can get your hands on. Okay, right leg back, all the way on that front foot, tuck the hips back, keep your chest up, shoulders back, let's row. Keep the arms close, 1, like an height tick, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost there, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, 1 more, 10, good. Okay, put the weight down if you're still going, crack on. Making sure to keep those shoulders back every time. Okay, 15 seconds, and then we're going to swap sides. You can do this with a kettlebell if you have a kettlebell at home, but today, just doing it with the dumbbells. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Keep it nice and close. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, 10, good stuff. Okay, now onto that tricky one, that Z press. Again, you can use a lighter weight for this one. Really focus on keeping your chest up, trying to keep yourself as nice and straight as possible. And if you need to block these up into smaller chunk numbers, that's perfectly fine. You don't have to do the whole 10 unbroken. I wouldn't recommend it. Again, this exercise requires a lot of core stability, and it does require pressing above your head. Okay, dumbbells up. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more, 1. Good stuff. If you're still going, cracking it on, guys and girls, you're doing amazing. Okay, we've got 20 seconds and then we're going to go to those side raises. Again, for dermo purposes today, I'm not going to do anything because this will aggravate my shoulder and I won't be able to do any more videos, and that's not what we want. want to make sure that you're training pain-free. So if there is any exercises that cause you discomfort, don't do them. Find an alternative. So lighter weights up. Let's go. Side raises. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take your time. 5, 6. Good thing I can count. 7, 8, 9. Get those pinkies up. One more for me. 10. Good. Relax the shoulders. Okay, that is 2 rounds down, 2 to go. This is the halfway point on these little rounds. Again, if it's a little bit too easier, grab some heavier weights. If it's too difficult, just drop the weights back down or split them into smaller chunk numbers. Remember, everyone starts somewhere. What is heavy today will not be heavy in the future. Just got to be consistent and look at getting better over a period of time. Right, incline chest press. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hips up. Let's come back down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those arms tucked in. 5, 45 degree. 6, not up at the top, tucked in. 7, 8. If you want to make it a little bit harder, tilt the dumbbells down. 9, ever so slightly. 10. Good stuff. Okay, we've got 20 seconds before we go back into the rows. Again, always weaker side first. We don't want to compensate. We want to make sure that we're utilising and really strengthening this weaker side, because our strong side just needs to basically be worked. The only way we're going to get better is working our weaker side. Okay, dumbbells up, left leg forward, right leg back, hips back, chest up, shoulders back, dumbbells in front. Let's row. 1, 2, 3. Keep those arms tucked in. 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull with the elbow. 8. If you feel it in your arms, you're using your arms, not your back. 9, 10. So if you're feeling it in your arms, it's because you're lifting your arms like that. We want to come back and pull with the elbow. We're not trying to use our arms, we're trying to use our back. So focus on elbows and lightening that grip a little bit. If you squeeze too hard, you're going to feel it in your forearm. There will be some sort of forearm involved in this, because obviously you've got to hold the weight in with grip, but it shouldn't be doing this. Okay, right leg forward, left leg back, hips back, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, squeeze the shoulder blades. 6, keep the shoulder blades back. 7, squeeze the lats. 8, 9, 10, good stuff. Okay, putting that down. Okay, down to the Z press, that's seated one. As I keep talking about, this is the most challenging one out of the lot. If you need to make it easier, grab some lighter weights, or split them into small chunk numbers. Maybe do 4, 4, 2. Good football formation. At the time of filming this, the World Cup's on. So yeah, okay, 10 seconds. You're almost there, guys. This is almost the end of round 3. One more after this one. Hey, dumbbells up. 3, 2, elbows up. 1, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. Good stuff. Hardest one, that. Okay, it's just over 20 seconds. Going to go to those side raises for me. Again, with these ones, you don't want to go heavy. You want to make sure you have good form. Too many people throw the weight up, and that isn't form. Again, just try and focus on getting those pinkies up high for me. Okay, a little bend in the knees. Okay, hips back, slight lean forward. Let's go, side raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, pinkies up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good stuff. If you're still going, cracking on, this is going to come to the last round. So almost there, gang, almost there. Let you into something funny. This is the second time me filming this because I need to remember to hit the play button. So if I look a little bit tired, that'll be why. Second time, best luck. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Hips up, let's go. Back down and back up. The good thing about filming this twice is the fact I can use a little bit lighter weights. It's a little bit easier. 3, 4. But you're doing incredible, guys and girls. Keep it going. So one of those things about filming, you've got to make sure you hit the play button, otherwise it doesn't happen. Good. Okay, so that's that done. Just make sure you've got a nice clean setup. Make sure those dumbbells aren't underneath your feet, otherwise you will go flying, and that won't be with Emirates. There are other airlines available. Okay, so single arm rows, weaker side first. Left leg back, try and make sure that your hips are nice and center. Okay, tuck the hips back. Let's go. 1, make a Nike tick. 2, shoulders back, arms close. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, one more for me, elbows back, 10, good stuff. Again, with the rows, imagine someone's behind you, want to give them an elbow backwards. So many people pull with their arms, we want to pull with the elbow. See this, that's more of a row rather than that, row. Okay, 10 seconds, swap sides. So let's get started. Right leg forward, left leg back. Tuck the hips, lean forward. Let's go. Dumbbell in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those shoulders back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more for me. 10. Good stuff. On to the main event, the tricky one. Just remember, try and keep yourself up. If you feel like you're going wobbly, put the weights down, reset yourself, go again. I always call those the 50-50 reps. Never, ever, ever risk it. Those 50-50 reps are not worth it. Don't want to pick up an injury. It's about being in this for the long term. Okay, dumbbells up. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 10 of these. Like I said, if you need to split them up and do like a 3, a 3, and a 4, you can do that. I only said 3 because that was the next number. 4. 7, 8, 9. One more for me. 10. Good stuff. If you're still going, crack on. Again, it's all what you personally can do. Never compare your journey to when anyone else's. The hardest thing is getting started, and by watching this video, you're already starting, and you're doing amazing. Okay, 15 seconds, side raises, then we'll have a little break and a little bit to finish off with. Okay, 7 seconds. Grab your lighter weights, bend in the knees, tuck the hips back. 3, 2, 1. Let's go out to the side, back in, 45-degree angle. Get those pinkies up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax the shoulders. 6, 7, 8, 9. One more. 10. Good stuff. There's 30 seconds left. If you're still going, fantastic. I'm just going to set this bench up for the next bit. You'll see why I grabbed the bench today. Okay, 15 seconds left if you're still doing it. If not, you get a little bit longer of rest. Okay, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, we've now got a minute rest. I'm going to run through the last little bit of the workout. So the last bit of the workout is going to be a 6-minute AMRAP. AMRAP stands for as many rounds as possible. So we're going to do 3 exercises. That is 1 round. I'm going to try and do as many rounds as we can in that 6-minute time frame. All the reps today are 6 reps. So the first one is going to be a French press. So you're going to make a triangle shape with your hands. You're going to interlock the dumbbells. So one hand on the top, like so. You're going to lower the weight down and then push back up and squeeze the back of your arms. So lower them down and back up. Be careful not to whack your neck. That's called a French press. After that, we're then going to go into bicep curls. That's going to be 6 on each arm, so 12 in total. So start to the side, twist, come back up. And the last one is going to be a press up. So if you're not very good at press ups, grab yourself a box, a sofa, a chair. Make sure your shoulders are over your hands. Your arms are going back at 45-degree angle, down, back up. If you can do a full press up, crack on. All right, 6 minutes, let's go. A little bit of an arm pump to finish off with. 1, 2, take your time. 3, 4, 5, don't whack your neck. 6, good. Okay, coming up onto the old curls. I'm going to do one arm at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to 12 on these. 5, 6. Really squeeze that bicep. 7, 8. I'm not coming all the way up, just to 3/4. 9, because I don't want to put all that pressure on my shoulders. 10, 11, 12. Good. Okay, ditch that weight. I'm going to do 1 round on the bench and then I'll do 1 full round for you. So over the top, elbows going back at 45-degree angle. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, picking back up that weight for me, interlocking it onto the old French press. 1, 2. This is great for the bingo wings. 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Okay, back to the curls. Again, 12, 11. This is the time to put a banger tune on and crack on. Unfortunately, I don't be done for copyright, so I'm doing this in the quiet. Okay, 4 to go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Onto the old press ups. If you can do a full press up, do it. Just make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, shoulders over your hands, hips parallel to the body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Back to the French press. As you can see, you just got to try and do as many rounds as you can in that 6 minutes. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can feel the back of my arms burning. Okay, 12 curls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, squeeze, 10, 2 to go, 11, one more, 12. Okay, just under 2 minutes, team. Last 2 minutes and we are done for the day. You got this. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Okay, back to that French press. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, okay, shake those arms off. Okay, 90 seconds less. 90 seconds left. Okay, 12 curls, 6 each arm. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Final minute. 8. Try not swinging. Get yourself nice and tight. And go. 8. Don't want none of this. Want nice and strict form. Quality over quantity. I know it's an AMRAP. It's no excuse to have crap form. Crap form leads to injuries. You'll get injured. You won't be able to stay dedicated or consistent. It is the worst thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Learn the good technique, and that way you can increase the weight over time. Do not go 0 to 100 very quickly. Never skip a warm-up. 4, 5, 6. Good. 5 seconds, team. 4, 3, 2, 1, and finish. Give yourself a massive pat on the back. Absolutely smashed that, team. And you're absolutely incredible. Well done for completing that workout. It was a challenging workout, and like I said, you can do this anywhere, just need a set of dumbbells. Remember, in order to get you to where you want to be, you need to be progressive, looking at getting better each week, whether that's doing a few more reps or whether that's doing an increase in the weight and staying consistent. You will get there. You just need to believe in yourself and just stick towards the goal. There are going to be ups, there are going to be downs, but as long as you stick to it, you will get there. Anyway, team, I hope you enjoyed that one. Keep it real, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.